What it do, what it is, it's your boy DJ Nova Fresh Lightning Strike Podcast in a mother sucking building, you hear me? Let's get it, bro. I'm talking about, man, Mr. Powder Blue everywhere, bro. I just have days of dreaming being in SoFi, starting out in the parking lot at Electric Avenue and just being inside SoFi, bro. I just find myself daydreaming about that. What it do, man?
On the way. What's good? What's good? What's happening, y'all? Your boy, DJ Brodie, Lightning Strike Podcast, Boat Gang, Boat Nation, everybody's favorite cuzzo and DJ, and everything in between. What's happening? How you doing, man? How you doing, man?
Where's your energy, man?
Okay. Thirsty Thursday.
Yo.
You dig what I'm saying? Thirsty Thursday. We are live and direct. Lightning Strike Podcast. Talk to me.
Invite.
How y'all feeling? What's happening? Got one guest in the building, DJ Nova Fresh.
What it do, man? I'm on, you know what I'm saying? I'm locked in.
You're saying
something. But bro, man, like, how was your day today, man?
Busy, bro. Busy.
Mine's just a bit more.
A blur, bro. It's like I clocked in, and the next thing I know, man, it was 4 o'clock.
What'd you eat today?
Straight like that, man. I had Burger King today, bro. I took it back, man. I had a classic chicken sandwich.
You know what I hate, man? I'm sorry, I should have let you finish.
What you hate, bro? Because clearly the chicken sandwich ain't do it for you. So
no, it didn't. It wasn't. You didn't excite me.
Didn't move the needle.
Yeah. So
what you hate, bro?
I just hate when things irritate me through the day and I end up like eating stuff that I know that I didn't want to. That's stress eating.
Yeah.
Stress eating, bro.
Can't let it get you out of character, my boy. Can't let
man. Sometimes what it is like, I don't know. I'm a refined person, so I'm used to like putting hands on people. So instead of putting hands, I like internalize it and try to do these breathing techniques, right? But it's like
through the nose.
When
out
people
through the mouth,
playing with your money and your
3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3.
You know what I'm saying? It ain't the same, cousin. But nah, bro. I just had food I normally don't eat, and now like my body's like gotta digest this food. I need to like keep a meal in the tuck. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Like a meal in the freezer, just tucked away, break in case of emergency. You know. Other than that, man.
We got Joe Dale 760 on TikTok says, "What y'all thinking for the first pick?" We'll get to it.
Man, first pick, we're gonna know after March 1st who we picking first.
Get to it.
Yes, sir. But let's get into it, bro. Let's get, because I want to talk about this. I want to talk about this tragedy that I watched today. It's kind of a continuation of yesterday, right? So, after yesterday really made me just realize, is the Pro Bowl worth anything?
Hold on. Do we got sponsors today? Or?
We do, man. I'm sorry. See, look, I just jumped past the sponsors, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to get it. You know, they got to pay us. That's what they pay for. This episode of Lightning Strike Podcast is brought to you by Morning Cup Coffee, the freshest, most delicious coffee you ever taste. Is organic, fair trade, and fresh roasted to order just for you. Plus, they offer free shipping straight to your door. Start your day right. Visit www.tcupodcast.com and grab your bag of Morning Cup Coffee today. Okay, there we go.
Delicioso.
We got them out the way.
For sure. 213-433-7793.
Yeah, hit us up. Join the show, man. Join the show.
Call in, tap in with us, regardless of what platform you own. We can talk about it. We'll play it. For all my people who tapped in on TikTok right now. Let
me just address Joe, man. Joe, I think the first pick, we have to, depending upon what we do March 1st, if we can get DK Metcalf or T. Higgins, then I think Tyler Warren, if he's available, tight end, we go with him first pick. That's who I got, Joe. I know I want to go guard too, Joe. I want to go guard. Trust me, I want to go guard. But if Tyler Warren's on the board at number 22, we cannot pass him up. But Brodie did say yesterday, and hear this out, Joe. Brodie said yesterday, we need to build a wall for Justin. So you and Brodie thinking alike, build that wall start early, build that wall for Justin, and it don't matter who we get back there for him to throw to. But yeah, build
My
the
boy
wall.
got time to throw the ball, get through them roads.
So Joe, you're right, Joe. Guard, tight end block the two though.
They definitely do. Definitely do. Definitely do.
You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm thinking, Joe. I'm with you. I agree with you, Joe, 100%. But if Tyler Warren's on the board, I think we have to take him. If not, I am locked in 100% guard center. Guard center. Just straight up guard center.
Yeah, for sure.
Guard center. Definitely add some depth. But yeah, you're right. He isn't on my wish list. I'm a dreamer. Sometimes I wish, but because you never know, you got teams like the Giants and the Bears, Joe, that will screw up the whole draft order. They will reach and draft people that
the unorthodox pick.
Yeah, they it's the same organization that draft Mitch Trubisky, the biscuit. They drafted the biscuit, bro.
Man, I slaughtered Mitchell names.
Mitch Trubisky. They moved up to draft Daniel Jones, someone that would have been
bro.
there. Yeah. So yeah, you're right, Joe. All Raiders drafting the third.
Watch out, Joe.
Raiders, no,
you never
Raiders
know who in this chat, Joe. Watch out now.
Didn't the Raiders draft a kicker or something in like the second round or something like that?
Watch out, man.
What year was that when they drafted like a kicker like the second or third round?
Doesn't matter. Irrelevant.
Crazier things have happened, Joe. But if Tyler isn't there, for sure get a guard. Now, what guard we get, man, there's some good guards in this draft, and they are showing up at the Senior Bowl. I can't wait till that game played. I think it's played this weekend. Can't wait. A lot of waves are being made. They linked us to old boy from Marshall. What's his name? Of the DN for Marshall, but they said he might now come off the board earlier now because of what he did at the camp. He bull rushed the guy, ran him over the guard from Oregon, supposed to be a first rounder from Oregon. He bull rushed him and then left right after. I think his name Mike Green. I think Mike Green. He led the NCAA in sacks too.
Got up out of there, huh?
Oh yeah, the guard from North Dakota State. Yeah, I seen some film on him today. He was sturdy with it, boy. He was sturdy with it. He was on playing left guard today, and he was sturdy with it. Man, that dude was holding his business in drills. He's looking promising. It's one of those things you're gonna have to kick the tires on a lot of people, Joe. A lot of people. But let's talk about it, man. Joe, did you watch the Pro Bowl, the skills challenge today?
Are you watching?
Highly disappointed. Extremely disappointed. And you know what I'm disappointed in? And the lack of effort from the athletes, right? Out there, just too cool to be there. And what the athletes have to understand is the fans paid to see you have fun, man. Mm-hmm. You know, this is supposed to be a fun event, a time for you to like show your skills. We got away from the game because y'all didn't want to play the game. Y'all didn't want to get hurt. So we opened up the skills challenge. And then to see y'all go out there, casually complete the skill challenge, it just makes a mockery of the game because these all-star games are a way for fans to connect with the players, right? It's supposed to be fun, crazy, hype atmosphere, and it was just so dry. Athletes were just out there just not entertaining at all, just standing around with the jewelry on, blinged out. It's like acting like they're bigger than the game, you know? Didn't want to complete the drills. They're like halfway jogging through the drills and stuff, and it's just like, bro, like, hype it up, man. Like, connect the fans to the game. This is how you keep the fans pay you. They pay your salary.
And these events aren't open events, so it's like you're paying to go to them, and this is the product that you get in return.
This is what we get. This is what we get in return. We get a half jogging Jamar Chase, Derek Stingley Jr. Just no effort, man. And it kind of just made me turn it off because I was just like, dang, we got away from the football game, gave you guys a skill challenge. And back in the day, the skills challenge used to be a beautiful thing. And then they went away from the skills challenge.
Yeah.
And then now they bring it back, and these new crop of kids are just like not into it, bro.
Yeah, that was one event you could hang your hat on. We was kind of talking about that yesterday, just the skills challenge, especially with the quarterbacks.
But yeah, everybody was walking, Joe.
There. Yeah,
100%. Everybody was walking during these events, and it was just like pathetic. They got the timer running, and they're just like casually walking, casually catching the ball, casually conducting whatever event it is, and it's just like no energy. Terry Crews is trying to make it like energetic, but he can't because the players are just not reacting to what he's putting out. There was no hype, no competitiveness. And you would think like these athletes would show some sort of competitiveness.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, they're too cool for school. Too cool for school, bro. And I just turned it off, went to sleep, took a nap.
Gave up on him.
Gave up on them, man.
Gave up on him.
What are your thoughts about the whole Pro Bowl? Should they continue to do it and waste the fans' time?
I think we got to find a way to re-engage the Pro Bowl to where the competitive spirit is there at a minimum. But just to recap the events that were happening today. So day one of the Pro Bowl was they had the passing the test, which was the quarterbacks attempt to hit the targets placed at various distance around the field. The next event was satisfying catches. 3 players compete in an obstacle course, which includes jugs machines, relay race, a relay style event involving 4 players completing a 40-yard dash before handling the football to their ensuing teammate. The helmet harmony. Players answer questions to test their knowledge of their teammates. And lastly, dodgeball, classic dodgeball featuring 6 teams in a 3-round tournament. I don't even understand why we want to see them play dodgeball. Like it's the all-star, basically an all-star game centered around football, and we all in another sport, expecting them to be competitive, I guess, in that sport. You're not even competitive in the sport that you're here to do. Like, like
Sad, man.
Make it make sense. Like, we in a whole nother sport, and we want you to be competitive in dodgeball. But yeah, I think very similar to the NBA. They got to get a board of creative thinkers and just figure out how we can make this engaging again, and or just scrap it. And you probably could combine Pro Bowl weekend with Super Bowl weekend. Just recognize the people who made it. Mm-hmm. You're already here for Super Bowl weekend, and it's just, huge media frenzy type thing with being able to cover the all pros of the year and just keep it moving. You don't even got to waste people's time.
I just think they should just line them up, have a booth, do some one-on-ones with fans and take pictures, sign autographs.
Yep.
And then kick rocks. What you think?
Yep. You still there? I don't know.
Think I'm having internet problems.
213-433-7793. Lightning Strike Podcast. Bear with us. We have technical difficulties.
Internet problems?
Yeah, then lost you. But if y'all still out there on TikTok, tap in with us. Our Let's Talk About It segment of today is, what do y'all think about the Pro Bowl?
Internet shut down, man.
Is going on with the Pro Bowl?
I think
the feds got him. What do y'all think about the Pro Bowl? Is it worth continuing to go on with? Is there anything that can be done to salvage the weekend? Let us know. 1-3-433-7793. Lightning Strike Podcast.
Let's move on to the next topic. Recharge.
And
then what we really talk about it, Joe, this is really we kind of dig into the weeds of how do we rebuild this team?
Mm-hmm.
Not rebuild, but how do we add the necessary pieces to make a Super Bowl run
to what we already got going, and we keep it moving? How can we capitalize? Who y'all looking for? Who y'all thinking of, or what do you think we should take? I know Joe is already talking about guard, but for everybody else, where y'all thinking we should go first?
Man, that's a tough. And 22 is a tough spot to pick, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Cause it's like you could hit it, or you can really, really miss it.
Buy it,
man. I'm talking about you could really, really miss it, like drop a turd. Seriously, that could be the difference. Like that late, that could be the difference in like passing up a Lamar Jackson.
Ooh, passing up a LJ at 22.
This draft is but the thing about this draft is, for one, you ain't got no quarter. We ain't got to worry about quarterbacks. But it ain't quarterbacks. It ain't. This is going to be a defensive and offensive line focused draft.
Okay.
Heavy on it. You do have 6 like good solid tight ends in this draft. You do
we could use one.
Yeah, we could definitely use one. I think we got to get a tight end in there somewhere. We got a lot of running backs, but I don't see any outside of running backs outside of it. Maybe 4 running backs in this draft. Austin Gentry, Scatterboo, the boy from Ohio State.
Mm-hmm.
And that's pretty much the top tier of running backs right there. Same thing with wide receiver. Nobody jumps out early that you're picking early for wide receiver. Haven't even heard much about the guy from Arizona. What's his name? I can't say his name. T-Dub McMillan. So it's like, you go Travis Hunter, and then everybody else can just fall in line.
After that, is Hunter in the field?
So
Hunter in the field.
I don't know, man. You got Colston Loveland is a nice pickup if we can't get Tyler Warren.
Yeah, that's true.
He's definitely a nice pickup. But it's like, do we reach for that, or do we really just get our guard in the first round? Not like play around, get our guard and lock it down early.
I'm with that. That's the mindset I'm under, man. Guard, get another cornerstone piece, help set this protection, and then everything else falls in line after that.
So what guard do you get? Booker? Do you get Jackson? Do you get Fairchild? Do you get Ratledge? Like, what guard do you take? Because there's gonna be some guards available in the first round.
Mm-hmm. I think you play it ball what everybody else doing. I think it's interesting enough. A lot of other teams will be after, much, not to say guard isn't a marquee position, but I think a lot of the teams that are ahead of us are going to be trying to, find their running back of the future, quarterback of the future, offensive player, like, skills player of the future, where we're just trying to add to what we already got going. So interesting enough, I think a lot of that's going to be available for us when we get there. Joe saying Booker's
nice, man. Booker is nice. Booker's nice. Definitely a day one guy. Booker could get it at day one.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, I think something with it's like his consistency, but we won't know until you put somebody in there, because you got guys, they project the 6 rounds that be career starters that are just dogs,
This is true.
And then you got guys that's first round that just are turds. But I don't think Booker's one of those, man. I think Booker's the real deal. And
immediate impact.
Mm-hmm. Him and Jackson. Donovan Jackson's good too, man. Donovan Jackson's legit. So it's just going to be a matter of locking in, man. Like, if Tyler Warren falls to us. I mean, you even got Mason Taylor, but I like Mason Taylor. I'm biased on that.
Of course.
I'm biased on Mason Taylor. I watch him. Him. He balls out, man. That dude shows up, makes the big catches, makes the big play. He makes all the plays over and over and over. I've never seen him take a game off.
You definitely love that.
Tyler Warren is like, he's a Rolls Royce with a Ferrari engine, but it's like a titanium Rolls Royce that's light, if that makes sense.
Man, so the titanium.
If that makes sense, like aluminum, titanium, light body, carbon composite.
Carbon fiber?
No, carbon composite. Here's some big words. Carbon composite. Yeah. And Loveland is just like he's just your guy that shows up to do work.
Yeah.
He just does work. But I really love Mason Taylor, man. I think he's going to be that guy. He's going to be a Tony Gonzalez.
I hope.
Yeah. I'm telling you, man, just watching that kid play, every time LSU needed a play, he just threw it and Mason Taylor made it happen. Seriously. He just run. Nussmeier will run and just throw it, and Mason Taylor make it happen. Same with Jaden Daniels. He scramble, just throw it. Mason Taylor just make it happen. Just make it happen, man.
No, that's not biased at all.
I'm just saying, man, Mason Taylor's a steal. He's a steal. I wouldn't take him now. I wouldn't take him over Tyler Warren. Is that good enough?
Yeah, that's true.
That's good enough.
Lightning Strike Podcast, man. We listen, but we don't judge. We listen, but we don't judge.
But he's coming off the board, not the second tight end. He's the second best tight end. He's second best tight end, hands down. Would I be mad if they took him in the first round? I wouldn't be mad. Be mad. Name a LSU guy that's let any team down. I
will give you that. All them boys is coming.
What
NFL
up, Stimulus?
Ready. NFL ready. Day one skis.
What time you get off? Joe said he got to get off work. He'll go in depth with us.
I say he got like that.
Now these running backs, poochies. It's just like, and it's like, Okay, they're running backs. That's what you really. This is when you look at the running backs. You're like, okay, they're running backs. Like, Martinez should have came out a year ago. He shouldn't have stayed in this draft. He hurt his stock. He hurt it. He should have came out last year. He'd have went higher. I think he had a better year last year than he had this year. I only see one running back going first round. The rest maybe second, third. Scatterboo is just he got heart, but does that translate to the NFL? Because Mike Hart had heart, but his style of gameplay. Well, yeah, stimulus. We keep him Mac. Gotta keep Mac.
He's a little undersized, not the most athletic, but for all of the what he ain't is what he is, and desire to be great. And I think whatever team that decides to go that route, he don't get a contributor because he's just gonna have that chip on his shoulder. Like, I gotta prove that I'm supposed to be here by any means.
Sam, bro, I would go Tyler Warren.
We getting Allen and DK,
but if Warren isn't available, I will bite the bullet, take Booker. Mason Taylor somehow available in the second round. Get Mason Taylor. And then I'm really going to be biased in a homer and say third round. If Kyrie Lacey is in the third round, you cannot pass him up if he's in the third round. You cannot pass that kid up. Whoever get Kyrie Lacey is going to get a steal of the draft. I'm calling it now.
Nova's hot take. Nova's way too early. Steal of the draft.
I'm telling you, the kid got heart. He plays. He plays the game. He's a very vicious receiver. He's one of those. He got the dog in him. Like, you ain't finna just go out there and play with him. He's coming out there to talk the noise, and he's gonna back it up. He's gonna play that game. He's gonna get into it with the cornerbacks and be in there and be in their head all game.
George Pickens' little brother.
Did you see when he called ball game against Ole Miss? Did you see that? The kid called ball game. He said, "Hey man, throw it to me. Old boy can't guard me. Just throw it." It's hard. Outside of Travis Hunter, to me, the only reason why he's this low on the list is because of the legal troubles. So if he's around third round, Chargers, we gotta take him. I know, but we need receivers too. And if you can steal this kid at a third round
Kyrie ain't gonna be playing football,
man. Joe, you don't think he's gonna beat the Chargers? He gonna pay him off
because he say Kyrie ain't playing football.
He gonna beat the Chargers.
Stimulus check say he liked the running back from Arizona.
I like him too in college. In college, but I just don't think
about him.
I don't think the game for him. I'm not entertaining picking a running back above the third round. There's no reason for you to pick a running back above the third round. That's just being real.
We got way more important picks to definitely tackle, especially given that we already have two running backs, well, three on the roster.
Three on the roster, and we re-signing one.
We trying to bring.
Scatterboo he got a nice story, but I think it's the Mike Hart story. It's the the underdog, underrated. I put up yards, but nobody respected me. I made noise in the playoffs. He did it in the games he was supposed to. But then when you look at it,
Rudy.
Yeah, when you look at it, bro, dude, are you going to execute it when it matters? You know what I'm saying? Or are you just going to keep it in Mike Hart?
Yeah, for sure.
Great college player, but right now, running back ain't a prime concern for us. Because we got to build a wall and we got to get some people to catch the ball. Because J.K. Dobbins is good, man. They like healthy J.K. Dobbins. And you give them a good offensive line, I think we good.
We in the game.
Why didn't we try to get Barkley, Henry? I think for that position, the asking price was too much. Yeah, we couldn't even keep our receivers. We asked them to give back money, so we definitely wasn't gonna go out and get Saquon or Henry for the price they were asking for.
They reset the market with with their deals,
and rightfully so. Rightfully so. Like, rightfully so.
If people remember, prior to them two, the running back position, the consensus was that that wasn't an investment worth making anymore. So nobody was really getting the money that they felt that they deserved because, the shelf life of the average NFL running back isn't that long. So people weren't trying to make that investment. And then here comes 2,000 rushing yards Saquon and almost 2,000 rushing yard Derrick Henry. Crazy.
That was That was crazy, but I don't think that was a position of urgency because even if we'd have got them, we still need to beef up the line. We still needed to beef up the line.
Yeah.
We go line, tight end, receiver, line, LSU combo.
They wanted to give my boy some commissary.
I'm telling you, man, LSU. Hey, name me a LSU dud.
What's up?
Exactly.
Jamarcus Russell.
I mean, anybody go to the Raiders gonna be a dud. Let's just be honest.
You go transfer to.
Let's just be honest. Anybody that go to the Raiders is gonna be a dud.
Fair enough.
He was set up for failure anyway.
Fair enough.
That's just set up for failure.
_Derwin_Productions. What's good, man? We see you in the chat, tapping in. How we feeling?
Got the
Amir, what's happening? What's going on? Welcome.
Let's talk about boat static, man.
Yeah, for sure. Moving right along. So our boat static for the week. Interesting. Or for today anyway. Interesting. So article came out today. Ravens kicker Justin Tucker is accused of inappropriate sexual behavior by six massage therapists in the Baltimore area, according to an investigation by the Baltimore Banner. Tucker's conduct, according to an article posted by the Banner on Thursday, caused some therapists to refuse to work with him again and resulted in 2 spas banning him from returning. The allegations reportedly occurred between 2012 and 2016, which were Tucker's first 5 seasons in the NFL. So yet another
Deshaun Tucker. Is that Deshaun Tucker?
Justin Watson.
Jesus
type
Christ.
situation going on, man. What's happening at these spas, man? Like, is that
what spas they going to? I want to go.
That's the new wave. We at the spas with it.
Man, if you got to do something egregious to get banned from a spa, like you got to do something egregious for people not to take your money. Like you're $1 million athlete, and they're like, you can't come here. You cannot come here. You did something egregious for an institute to not take your money. It is like
it is crazy
when people get banned from stuff from like places, and I'm like, bro, you
know how out of pocket you gotta be.
Yeah, he was cutting up. He was cutting up in there, man. So now they got to give him the Deshaun Watson treatment, man. They got to suspend him.
Joe said Tucker about to get paid like Watson now.
All right, $100 million kicker,
99 guaranteed. What are you talking about?
That's insane, man. To get banned from not 1 spa but 2 spa. You know what kind of terrorist you got to be in 2002, man. Bro. You've been, and this happened 2002 to 2016. So now it ain't like he stopped.
A 4-year stretch,
and then he just go cold turkey. He probably just got private masseuses. So you already know what happens now. They come out with the lawsuit. Now others are going to come forward. Do you think he beats the over-under? What's the over-under he beats Deshaun Watson on how many victims?
I will say he's definitely going to beat it. I think we know why, but...
No, I'm talking about how many victims. Does he have more victims than Deshaun Watson?
This first batch?
Yeah.
First batch of 6?
Yeah. Do you think, because Deshaun Watson had like, 12, 13 come forward on him?
Hold on,
He had a catalog, man. So, what y'all think,
Amir, say it again, Amir, what you say? He say, did Deshaun Watson get convicted of anything today?
Yeah. No, he didn't.
I don't think it's a sham. I think they just took care of that.
I think they just paid the settlement.
Yeah, I think they settled. I think they just took care of that outside of legal action.
Because none of them was criminal. All of them was civil. Justin ain't got that money like Watson, though. He got kicker money. Watson got quarterback money.
He got privilege.
He most definitely got privilege.
I think at the time he got traded, though, Houston saw something.
He wanted out of Houston.
Yeah, he wanted out of Houston so bad, but I think also just him getting out of Houston, he wasn't the same player day one when he showed up to Cleveland.
His mind ain't in football because he already had been out of football for like 2 years.
he was defective. Even when they had what's his name, the running back, Foster. No, Aaron Foster. When Aaron
in Houston, for sure.
Yeah. Like it was all about Deshaun Watson. And so he like the other players, man, like they weren't even really like taking the game seriously, you know? So like I don't know. If to me, places like Cleveland, you go to Cleveland and your career died. It used to be like that with Washington, right? If you ended up in Washington, your career was over, right? And if you look historically, teams, places like Washington, Cleveland, Arizona,
Vegas.
Mute your mic on there.
Panthers, Vegas, the Jaguars, guys go there
Mute your mic, Brodie, on TikTok.
Career's over, right? You don't expect any. So I didn't understand what they expected out of Watson. And if you ask me, it seemed like a sabotage setup, like they did with Baker Mayfield, where the team
Baker came up out of that though.
That's and Baker was so smart to come up out of that because they were really trying to sabotage his career. And so that to me, I don't know, a lot of people put a lot of faith in the NFL and what's going on with the NFL, but this is the same league that was hiding the CTE.
Yeah.
CTE information. This is the same league that was hindering black quarterbacks. This is the same league that's been really, really shady, over the last 15 years, right?
They did Ray Rice dirty, man.
So it wouldn't surprise me at all if a lot of this stuff is set up. Like for instance, if you're the owner of the Browns, how do you even stay in business? If you're the owner of the Cardinals, how do you stay in business?
Yeah.
True. Season ticket holders,
man. Look at. I know people who have been Chargers season ticket holders while they're in San Diego and after they moved to Los Angeles. Same family, right? I'm from San Diego. I grew up in San Diego. And ain't that many people buying season tickets. You remember if you're from San Diego, you remember when the people from San Diego would buy season tickets and then sell them to the opponent's fan, to the opposite team's fan. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Qualcomm, baby.
Yes, that's right. Did you remember that?
The Murph.
And so it became a thing to buy these Charger tickets, come hang out, go to the beach, go to the football game, and then head back to wherever you were from. That was a thing. So I don't know, man. Just like I was making a point, right? Did you guys notice all the tight ends that had trouble in the first 2 weeks of the playoffs?
Yeah.
All the
top tier tight ends too.
Yeah. I was like, so Will Dissly, he just gonna take these plays off, right? He just gonna go ahead. Yeah, man. I'm sorry, Herb. I'm just gonna drop this pass, homie. I know we homies and all that, but I'm just drop this pass.
I'm gonna let it bounce off my chest.
That's the first
in the numbers at that.
Right. Yeah. Knock the glue off the back of his jersey, right? Like, I don't understand that. I don't. The other pass, he hit him both hands.
Mark Andrews.
And
is your mic muted on TikTok, bro?
Understand that, but Andrews has dropped big passes before, though. Andrews be selling out like that's just this ain't the first time that Andrews has looked the ball into his gloves and then just let it fall down. That's not the first time. And then what's his name?
Dissly not a receiving tight end, but he should catch that, Manny. He might not be a receiving tight end, but that was a ball that he should catch. It put it right in the numbers.
Like to me, like the tight ends were just selling out.
Yeah, if Dissly, I mean, he's not a set.
But did they let Kelsey run free in these zones?
Kelsey ain't selling. Kelsey ain't selling. No. He showed up.
Kelsey ain't gonna ever sell.
You don't never get the last game the Chargers played the Chiefs. Derwin James mans him up all game. He gets like 3 catches the entire game, right? The one where we lost with the field goal kick, right?
Right at the end.
He gets 3 catches all game because Derwin James has manned him up all game. So they didn't play Travis Kelce in no type of zone except for the last 3 plays. And what happens? He gets a catch, right? They get in field goal position, they win the game.
Yeah, buddy.
I don't understand, man. If you ask me, I don't know, bro. It looks hella weird to me, man.
Is it big business, bro? Is it big business?
I don't know, bro. I'm from the West Coast. It looks like business to me, bro. It don't look like football.
It ain't shaking out.
Business is business.
Yeah, I think the NFL's been standing on business. You know what I'm saying? We've been standing on ignorance about it.
Yeah. But, Manny, you right.
I don't know, bro.
Dissly is the better blocker, but
that coordinator.
You get balls put in your your chest, man. You got to catch
Did you
it.
hear that?
Pause.
The who? Who you say, Amir?
You didn't hear it?
Amir, what you say? You can't hear me?
Are we lagging or something?
I don't know. Can you hear Nova? Or
I can't hear him at all.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, he was asking. What did you say?
No, I was saying that LT had accused one of the Chargers coordinators during one of the playoff run of not giving him the ball enough, and he was saying that he threw the game to get a head coaching job.
Amir saying LT was saying that accused one of the
offensive coordinators,
one of the offensive coordinators of not giving him the ball to throw one of the games, playoff game.
And in turn, he got a head coaching job right the next season.
And the result of it was a head coaching job.
Yeah.
Elsewhere.
You know who else that just happened with? You see Kellen Moore, right?
Yeah.
Kellen Moore is about to be the coach of which team?
The Saints.
Kellen Moore, you're Kellen
Telling
Moore,
the Saints.
the Chargers.
Yeah, he about to be a Saints head coach.
Right. So he came from Dallas, where he was sabotaging Dak. He comes to the Chargers, right? He comes to the Chargers. He sabotages Herbert, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where did he just come from? The Jets?
Where was he at this year? Where was Kellen Moore at this year?
I don't know. Shit. I don't know.
Where he was at, they was garbage. And now
they
he's
weren't
getting a head
good.
coach. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And now he's getting a head coaching job.
Manny says, Amir, Manny says, how would losing job, how would losing help him get a job?
But as far as the Chargers is concerned, bro, like, I don't know, bro. To me, it's the same culprits. What do you think about Asante Samuel? Do you think he should be cut?
I think it's business with him. We talked about Asante Samuel. Do we think he should be cut? I think there's going to be a price tag for him this year, and I think the defense has shown that they can do a fair enough job without him. I would love to have him back, but at the right price.
I don't like him anymore. I think he's an undersized cornerback, right? I think he's undersized. I think he can't play the run.
Got tackling issues.
Honestly, I think he should go to like high school football coaching or something like that.
Oh, you gonna put my boy out the league? Amir with the hot takes.
What are you good for? If you can't tackle, what are you good for?
Man, get him all the way out the league.
If you can't cover big wide receivers and you're a cornerback, what are you good for? I don't understand what he's good for. What is he good for? Did you get what I'm saying?
I feel you. I feel you. You know what I'm saying? Y'all in the comments, I think we covered this couple of shows ago, but let us know what y'all think about bringing Asante Samuel back.
Samuel Jr. is our best cover corner. Stats to prove. Well, I don't know, bro. Asante Samuel's always getting burnt. Somebody's always burning Asante Samuel. You know, they're always running at him.
He's good, man. It's just the price tag
up underneath. I don't know. I don't think who is better. I don't think Asante Samuel's the answer. I think they could draft a better corner.
Nah, Fulton ain't better. That is definitely it.
I think at least
he plays good with the group that he's in. I think he got better as the year went on. I think so. When you look at things, you got to look at how people pair with other players. There are some players that play good with a certain group of guys. Asante Samuels is a guy that he could play by himself, right? He could play by himself, but he doesn't do well in tackling, and his price tag is just going to be too high. His price tag is just going to be too high. So you got to let him walk because, unfortunately, you had a season-ending injury, and the next guys actually stepped up, and their core group of guys are cheaper, and they work well together. It might not be no standout names when you look on paper, but sometimes it's just about having a core of guys that work well together, that can communicate on the field, and they can get the job done. Now, if you take one of those pieces away, then they might falter because they work so well together.
Right. I mean, yeah, I feel you. I feel like the same thing for Quentin Johnston. Like, he needs to go, and maybe he needs to go to another team where he can be put in a system where he can be skills that get to be taken advantage of. I want QJ to be the Mike Williams replacement. I've seen him get open. I've seen him break loose from top end corners. But when the ball gets to him, he can't be home.
It's just it's bad. It's bad with his hands, man. He is bad. It is no confidence.
For the life of me, why didn't they bring in Brendan Rice? Why didn't they bring in Fehoko sooner?
I think Brendan was hurt, and he just never got better.
He was hurt for a little while, but then he got better. But then you still had, what's his name? You had Brandon, and then what was going on with DJ Chark?
DJ Chark was hurt. He had the groin, and then I think he was just in the doghouse. Once he got healthy, I just think he was in a doghouse.
Really, he was a healthy scratch?
Yeah, he was a healthy scratch for like 2 games once he got.
Harbaugh said like one weekend, I think he kind of like indirectly addressed it, basically saying that like the best people who perform will be the ones that are on the field. We won last year.
Mort's in there.
I mean, historically,
yeah.
Chargers have really missed in free agency. Really missed. I mean, a few players who have stood out when they came to the Chargers are Keenan McCardell. You know,
and you reaching in the bag, man.
Guy
you reaching in the bag. You reaching in the bag. Now the thing with the Chargers back in the day, they were just cheap.
Yes, I agree.
They were just cheap.
Totally.
They wasn't going to.
Cheap.
Hell, they barely wanted to pay LT and Gates.
And they didn't want to pay him. They didn't want to pay Gates. They didn't want to pay Junior Seau.
Nope.
Like, how do you let Junior Seau walk? He's from our city. Went to high school in our city, right? How do you let Junior Seau walk?
Mason G was good.
Sean Phillips. Let Sean Phillips walk.
Sean Phillips was another one. He went to the Super Bowl with the Broncos, right?
I think he did. I have to check.
Sean Phillips with Eric Weddle went to the Super Bowl, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is Tranquil's second Super Bowl.
Oh, yeah, it is.
Being cheap pockets, man. Being cheap is not going to get you anywhere.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
Hold on, Amir.
Oh, yeah. Sproles and Turner. You
hold
all
on
right, Joe.
Quick. Mason, what's good, man? We got another guest on the chat. I just want to make sure we acknowledge what's happening, bro.
Nothing.
We just saw here talking some Chargers football. What's good with you?
I'm gonna go ahead in the main channel and we could just talk on the live, bro.
For sure.
What was the